My needle drops. Anthony Fantano here, the internet's purest music nerd, about to do a review and feeling like things have come full circle right now because one of the first albums I ever reviewed on this channel was the debut LP from The Pains of Being Pure at Heart, and now I'm reviewing another LP from The Pains of Being Pure at Heart. And I remember when I came out with that first video, someone from the band sent me a message of encouragement, thanking me for making the videos and doing a great job and how they really loved what I did. If you want to blame the needle drop on anybody, blame it on them. It's their fault. Before I get into this review, there are links down there in the description bar. New songs from Big Crit and also Monopoly as well. Those both come from releases I'm really looking forward to. I think those are going to be great. Okay, so I, like many people, fell in love with this New York band with their self-titled debut. The thin, airy vocals and the really harsh, distorted, brittle guitars and the strong pop hooks, for a lot of people were like a new sound, like this new beginning. But for people who were kind of in the know, the influences for this LP were very, very, very obvious, like twee music from Another Sunny Day, shoegaze from My Bloody Valentine, early Slumberland acts like Rocket Ship and Black Tambourine as well. And now we've got Belong, but the thing is the Pains have evolved a lot between there and here with an EP and some singles like Heart in Your Heart, Bart Bart Break, Say No to Love, Higher Than the Stars, and with each release that they would put out, their sound would just get sweeter and sweeter and sweeter and more produced, really kind of kicking the noisier elements of their music out the window. And the result is now Belong being a slicker version of what these guys used to be. If this debut over here was the band's Bleach, Belong is definitely their Nevermind. And to me that sucks a little bit because the noise, the harsh distortion, to me that was kind of the sour to match this band's sweetness. It just kind of made listening to this an interesting experience because you were getting these two elements that didn't usually meet on a piece of music. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure we can all agree that the song Belong has a lot of distortion on it, but it's pretty clear that it's a tamer version of the way things used to be. So in my initial reaction to this album, I'm sitting here listening to it and saying, this is too sweet, this is too poppy, I don't want this, get away from me. But I could not leave well enough alone, because the thing is I have to listen to an album over and over and over until I figured out why I don't like it. I couldn't have simply just come up here and said, it's less experimental, I don't like it. So now every time that I've listened to it, those things that I remember from the band's older stuff, the short instrumental stop 2/3 of the way into the song, this aura of cute that just surrounds the band, urgent drumming, the same vocal themes, the same kind of keyboards. All these things started melting my heart a little bit, I guess, and I was getting into the blissful sound of this album, the youthful, really youthful sound of this album. This thing is basically like tilting your head toward the sky and just dancing in the sun for an hour. There are a few moments where the Pains step outside of their comfort zone a little, like On the Body, which to me sounds a lot like a track off of New Order's Low Life, but outside of it's just one heavenly wall of sound after another. Even though some of the guitar sounds here you can definitely link to albums that Flood has produced way back when, the C86 shtick that the Pains used to indulge in is melting away, and they're growing into a sound that I feel like they can start calling their own. I'm feeling a light 8 on this thing, though originally it wouldn't have gotten that score if I just, did a review based on my initial reaction of this LP. And I'm gonna say, this is not for everybody. If you're looking for something that is going to bend your mind and challenge a few pieces of your cerebral cortex, then this is not it. This is just sugar, 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 sugar. It's a nice, friendly album for nice, friendly people. Anthony Fantano, The Pains of Being Pure at Heart, Belong forever.